To go from a small room and a bunch of kids who didn't know anything a few years ago to starting a program to now having 4 kids go to Fargo, it's a pretty amazing journey.
I am Myshana Tinsley, class of 2026. I'm wrestling 117 at the U.S. Nationals in Fargo.
Hi, I'm Catherine Murillo. I'm going to Fargo in North Dakota to wrestle 16U freestyle 164 weight class. And I wrestle for Finneytown.
My name is Rochelle Ross, class of 2026. I'm from Finneytown, and we will be wrestling at the Fargo Dome. And I'm wrestling freestyle.
My name is James Plaudel, and I graduate in the year 2026. I am wrestling in Fargo, North Dakota for the Nationals tournament that's sponsored by the Marine Corps in 16U. I am weight class 195.
Adam Coffey, I'm the wrestling coach here at Finneytown.
Hi, I'm Lynn Vols, one of the wrestling coaches here at Finneytown.
The Fargo Nationals, Fargo for short, the U.S. Marines Junior 16 Under National Tournament is the biggest tournament in the country. It's the only real national championship for high school age wrestlers. They compete in both freestyle and Greco-Roman styles. There are 7,000, they just crested over that, registrations this year over the course of a week. 341 kids made Team Ohio. They'll compete for Team Ohio, not for Finneytown. We, to our knowledge, are the best represented school in the Cincinnati area with 4 wrestlers going. And these 4 are our first, to our knowledge, in school history, even before the program restarted.
It's really exciting. This is my first year doing a sport ever, so I'm really glad I got this far. And I'm representing like a pretty small school in Cincinnati. So yeah, I'm very excited to be able to represent my school.
I am excited for this wrestling tournament because it's going to show how much I truly believe in myself. I'm going to have support from everywhere, whether it's watching me there or from home.
It's important to me that I'm representing Finneytown at the Fargo Nationals because we are the first year at Finneytown of girl wrestlers, and we never really had a program before this. So it's really important to me that we get to be the first role models.
I'd say some big surprises that have come out of this group of 4 is for the young ladies, the fact that this past year was our first year of having official girls team is rather amazing that they've been able to come that far in a short year. And the fact that James is just a freshman and he, through various regionals, was able to qualify. So it's quite an amazing journey that in such a short time period we've been able to get 4 to qualify.
And James really struggled a little bit in the national level once they got past the school season and worked their way into the more national competitions in North Carolina and Wisconsin and elsewhere. It was right until the very end. I mean, he got in on that by the hair of his teeth, but really turned it on by the end. So showed a lot of growth in that regard.
To be representing Finneytown feels pretty good because I'm a part of something that was small. Now I'm out here in the Nationals tournament.
So for something like this to happen here at Finneytown, I think it takes the right ingredients mixed into the soup of school. With alumni coaches who are willing to dedicate an inordinate amount of hours, who are very passionate at working with the kids. Being able to develop culture first and then work on the wrestling has been very helpful because the culture of the room then has supported the kids and the coaches in their pursuit of excellence.
To wrestle for Finneytown, it means that I'm being bigger than myself. Like, I'm showing others how to move, how to do this, how to do that, but I'm supporting others from what they want to do. Like, yeah, it's cool.
I was like how it has impacted me was I was like, I didn't have much confidence in middle school, and I was just this one happy kid who does whatever, no discipline. And now wrestling has taught me discipline, taught me accountability, leadership, and just made me into a person I am now.
Because of the Finneytown wrestling program, I've grown a lot as a human being. I've made a lot of more friends. I've been able to socialize a lot more and to be able to support people in a way that I never was able to before.
I've gained like a lot of confidence in myself. Like I made a lot of new friends. I met lots of new people. I've traveled the country, and physically I've gotten stronger, and I've lost a lot of weight. So, because I remember growing up, I was always like a little overweight. So I'm glad that I've kind of gotten to shape and stuff, and I'm gonna continue getting stronger and losing weight and stuff like that. So, very happy.
I go back to the logistics of it a lot, but tens of thousands of dollars have been donated through the Finneytown Foundation. A lot of times the families at other schools are quite frankly, the transportation and the cost is their burden. And not that our families don't contribute, because they certainly do, but financially where they can and logistically where they can. But we provide every opportunity that a kid would receive anywhere else in the country. And it's through the thing that makes it all go is those tens of thousands of dollars donated through the foundation.
I think the one thing that I've enjoyed is, I want to communicate to the community is that they ought to be thankful for these men who are willing to commit themselves and both time and their talents and their money financially. These coaches probably didn't make a cent over the course of this last year. They were willing to buy things that needed to be bought, and so that these kids can have the experience that everybody else has. In fact, more so. They've gone to places people don't usually go: Florida, North Carolina, Tulsa, Oklahoma, now Fargo, which is the biggest wrestling match in the country, in the world. And just to have that experience, no matter whether they win or lose, just if they can appreciate their life that they have, and that's great to see them do that.
I just want to say thank you to Coach Coffey and the rest of the wrestling coaches and leadership, and also the sponsors. They had so many opportunities to travel, and I know that one of the other wrestlers, James, said something about that probably in his interview, but just for them to just have the tenacity and the sheer willingness to take them to the Carolinas, to Florida, to the Wisconsin Dells, just so appreciate that. And I know the kids do as well. And just truly grateful for the sponsorship, for them to even have the registration to go to Fargo, because that was no small feat. So we really appreciate that, and whatever we can do to continue to help support that, we will do. So I just want to say thank you to the entire wrestling team, staff, and all of the sponsors.
I kind of want to veer off a little bit and talk about some of the other adults that are involved. Lynn was a very successful head wrestling coach here and elsewhere at North College Hill. But also Randy Kent's here, who's also an alumni, but was head coach here as well. And among numerous other things, spearheaded bringing letter jackets back. So all varsity letters are getting letter jackets, and those will be here shortly. Matt Wilbur, I think we've seen today, but was a head college basketball coach and is helping us coach. Steve Hamilton, a judo sensei, black belt, and Division I wrestler. There's a lot of we talk a lot about the logistics and the life lessons, and those are really important. But there's good wrestling going on here, and there's good wrestling people doing it.
कोचेसहरूले मलाई जहिले इन्फर्म गरेर होइन कमन इन्फर्म गर्छ जहीँ लाँदा पनि होइन अनि उनीहरूले सपोर्ट गरेको छ जेम्सलाई धेरै खुसी छु.
She said that coaches are good at communicating with her, and they support me, and she's very happy with them. All right.
I have really good relationships with a lot of the people. Me and Coach Coffey are like best friends. I really tell him anything, like honestly. He's a great support person, gives really good advice. And Mr. Voles, I see him in the hallway. He's always like, just brings this positive energy around. And then the alumni, I met a couple at the at a meet that we had here. I think it was King of the Hill. And they were just really supportive, excited to see a lot of us, excited to see girls, which I was really shocked about. Yeah. really cool.
My coaches, they're the one who has pushed me when I felt like I wanted to give up on wrestling, and they're the one who like told me if I don't get it, if I don't do this, if I don't put in the work, I won't get the results good. And I've just been working at it, and that also has taught me that I need to work at other things to get what I want.
What the coaches and staff mean to me. I'm really glad that they always encourage us and stuff to come here every day. They're always opening new doors for us, and like they've made us realize that we're kind of like the only team here in Cincinnati to like travel the country like that. We don't really wrestle here. We just see all over the place, meet new people, wrestle different kinds of people, different states I've never been in. I never gone that far from home alone ever. So it's just really exciting, and I'm really glad I started wrestling.
I really see the potential with the donors and the support, but more importantly, just the work of the wrestlers that are here now, and the work of the folks in the FAA. Finneytown could compete on a state level. Finneytown could be on the leaderboard on both sides of the perennially. On one of the boys and girls side. A lot of the ingredients are there now, and it's just it'll take a couple years maybe to flush it out, or maybe this year.
What would I say to a student thinking about wrestling here at Finneytown? I say just like go for it, because I remember I was also like that kid in middle school. Like I remember when it first opened back up, and I was thinking about it, but I didn't really have the confidence to, because I always thought like you had to be like super athletic, super strong to like join wrestling, but that's not true. Like they'll help you, they'll teach you, you'll grow into a completely different person. It like completely changes your life. So I think you should just go for it. And if you don't like it, then that's fine, but I think you should just go for it.
If you're someone who's considering wrestling for Finneytown, just do it. Like, you're gonna have the best experience of your life. You're gonna meet so many cool people. It's amazing. Just do it. It's gonna be so fun.
Some of the thoughts that might come to mind about the impact that wrestling's had has been I'll call it the spillover effect. As these kids achieve success, they're talking about how they do that and the work that they do, which is then helping some of their teammates on other teams, whether it be football or soccer or track, where the kids are starting to say, oh, the success of wrestling and the culture they built, we can all achieve like that. And so I think
Es muy emocionante para mí, es la primera vez, como dijo mi hija, que va a participar en un evento como este, y la verdad estoy muy feliz y orgullosa de mi hija.
It's very emotional for me, just like she said, that this is the first time that she's ever done something like this. So I am very excited for her, and I'm very proud of the fact that she's doing this.
Wrestling has changed my view of the world by showing how much girls can make an impact by just doing one thing or just being the first person to do something. See how many people will follow after.